We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Gilbert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. X3. 218. Chopper. Yo, get it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Down, 10 logo. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Protein spill. Check 52. Check, 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 check. Hey, lock it. Check, check. Ready, ready.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Topper! Topper! You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 36! 36! Shoot! 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 Let's go!
Now Elliott. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Look, squeeze. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Greystone travel. Safety's creeping. Hatch it. Fire.
On third down, Elliott. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, boys.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mike 54. You remember me? Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Gilbert. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try the left side. It's Gilbert, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Wilson going up, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
61, matchbox lights. He's coming, Go out. Snap.
Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. 5. Yes. Mike 50. Hey, pick your...
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down carry by Elliott. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, watch it. Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Go, go. Get it.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. L.J. Collier. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of...
Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On second down, Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Go on, go on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Check 99. Check rock it. Hit it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Check Mike, check Mike.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. On the ball.
They'll run with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will buy. That's caught at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On 2nd down, it's Gilbert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason.
Hey.
What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Ready? 8, read. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 50's the mic. 50. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. Gilbert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Watch twitch. 19. Hey, 0.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Go! See what you got. Hey, exit.
Let him know. Hey, no, look, we got
looking to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. On first down, Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20, 10, 5. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards on the ground. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Watch the run. Switch. Hey.
Topper.
Second and 9 now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass.
Go. 4 down. Go.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, easy. Touch the line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mike's 5-4.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the eye.
Right there, 54 Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gilbert, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta. 15. We don't want this. Ready?
2nd down and inches. It's complete to Chris Conley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey!
And the 49er 1st down.
Hey!
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
1st and 10 at the 28.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Allen. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Mullins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 or. Go.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Snap.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, 49ers 17.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over. Let's go, boys. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
50 the mic. Not today, you are.
5.
Hey, check.
They'll look to throw here. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Mullins now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
Let's go,
line.
Mike. 50. Mike.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Seahawks 43-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
What we got? Mike's 50. Record.
2nd and 3. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Y'all playing the wrong foot.
Look at me. Zipper.
Twist. Here we go.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mike 50.
Hey, team 6. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 50.
Hey, orbit.
Twist. Mike's 50, Mike.
5.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, Mike 50.
Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gilbert, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gilbert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll find Metcalf. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Tighten up. Gun. Check 24. Block that.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
You think you won't get this? Hey, alert!
Hey, turn it up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here we go on 4th down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, 49ers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching.